What up, y'all? So today I wanted to do a quick tutorial on Photoshop and how to blend objects and use different blending modes. So I'm just gonna do something real quick to show y'all simple and effective things that you could do, steps that you could take to have a well blended picture. This is a cover that I'm working on. Actually, it's already done for a showcase blast on Facebook. So this is just something that I was working on yesterday and I already completed. But let's just get to it. New 1000 by 1000. Alright, now we have our layer set. What I'm gonna show you guys is how to take an image, a regular PSD or whatever, and make it blend into a background so it looks like they're part of the background. So let's open up our background. So let's just use this for now. So I don't wanna. You see this pic is too small. You always want to use a nice size pic because every time you make resize a picture, it loses quality. So you don't ever want to use something too small. So what I would advise is that you use a nice, decent sized pic. Well, that's just my opinion. So let's just use this. See how this looks. Well, this ain't that small, but it's alright. But I don't want to waste a lot of time, so let's just get to it. And so that doesn't look that bad. Alright, now we're gonna attach the image to it. I'm just gonna use a PSD for this, so let's use we'll use a recent. Let's just use this. Okay. So obviously, as you can see, she really doesn't look like she's part of the picture. But I'm gonna show you guys how to use certain things that you can do to make it look like this part of the picture. Alright. Alright, one of the first things that I do is I want to make the background stand out a little bit more, make it more detailed. So usually what I'll do is I'll go to right here and I'll go to levels. Now I just wanna adjust the effects on the background. That's it, not everything else. So what I do is, just to make levels affect this layer right here, layer 2, my background image. What I do is if you hold Control Alt G, it's basically like a layer mask over it. So that's your best bet to do that. Do it that way. So at least you can go back and change it if you want, or if you made a mistake or whatever the case may be. So I just darken up certain spots a little bit, not much. So that looks pretty good. Alright, another thing that I do is I do a duplicate of my background, and so if you hit Control J, it does a automatic copy of it. So now that we have our copy, what you want to do with your copy is you go to Image, Adjustments, and you go to Desaturate. And once you have it desaturated, you go to your blending options here and switch it from normal to overlay and bring down the opacity. So that doesn't look that bad. Okay, now so you want her color tone and the way she looks to match the background and like she's part of the scenery. So what you do is the same thing as before. You go here. You could go to Image Adjustments and adjust it from there. But the only thing about this is once you adjust the image with this, you can't go back to it like 2 steps later you know, and try and change it unless you know, go to step back, and sometimes that's not good. So what I'll do is I'll go here and let's say color balance. I use color balance, and once again I'll hit Control Alt G, so it only affects the PSD layer, nothing else. So then I just, you know, mess with the color blending, so you know, so she could look more in tune, I guess, with the pig or not. See, if you click on it, it's not really, you can't really see the major difference, but there is a difference. And now, once again, this is just quick, simple ways that you can do this. Usually when I do an edit, it takes way longer than this. So once again, that's done. You could adjust any way you want. One other thing that I probably would do, since she's really bright, what I'll do is once again I'll go here and go to hue and saturation. Make sure that the hue and saturation is underneath, you know, masking her, not everything else. So, and I bring the saturation down a little bit, so her color tone ain't so bright. So that looks pretty good. You know, you could see the difference. You know what I'm saying? See how bright it was? Now it's not as bright. You can still see texture and color, but she's not as bright. So that's good. All right, now one of the final steps that you can do to make it real good blending that I use is gradient maps. So you go here and you go to gradient map. So my first usually is black and white. So I go to gradient map, black and white, and what I'll do is I'll make sure that the blending option is on soft light. So what I do is I usually bring down the opacity, and oh, hold on 1 second, I kind of messed up. Alright, so make sure that it's on default, the black and white. So when you do the gradient map, it looks like this. Alright, so soft light. Actually, let me take that out. Hold on 1 second. I don't know what's going on. It's not. Alright, it's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be black to white. It's, you know, when you do the gradient map. If you do it from white to black, all you're doing is lighting it up, and that's not what we're trying to do. So that's why I was trying to adjust this. Sorry about that. So yeah, so it's black to white. Switch the blend mode to soft light. Bring down the opacity to your liking, or to whatever you desire. So if you see so far, if you're starting to notice, it's starting to blend in way more. Like, if you see the difference, you already see the difference, the major difference. So everything is more detailed, everything seems more in tune. Now, another step that you might want to take is get your brush tool and hold Alt and make a copy, or just click on her skin tone so that her skin tone pops up here. And what you want to do is do another gradient map with her skin tone. So you go gradient map, and it should look similar, something similar to this. So once you've done that, you go to, once again, go to blending options, go to soft light, and bring down the opacity to about 35. That seems pretty good. You can already see the major difference, and it looks more in tune. And yeah, that's just simple ways that you can make an image blend into your background. Now, if you want this to look realistic, what I advise you do two certain things, and I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'll show you guys how to do it. It's I'll make a copy of my image, my PSD, hit Control J, and let's say I want to make a shadow, so you know it looks realistic, like she's actually in the picture. So what I'll do is let's just set this to the as the back image. And if you made the mistake and these get out of alignment with this and it's not overlaying it, masking it, make sure that you do that so I don't mess up the image. So alright, so now what you do is with the image in the background, switch the cover color overlay, sorry about that, to black. Okay. Now if I take the top one, all you see is a black. So now what you want to do is you go to edit, you go to transform, and you go to skew. Now what you do is you go from each corner and you bring it down just a little bit. You know, don't try to rush it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to overdo it, because you would just get bad results if you try to rush things. You will never want to rush when you're using Photoshop. So it's always good to have patience. So, and bring it down, bring it down. Now that looks pretty good. Now, once again, go to if you notice, it's not really looking like a shadow, obviously. So go to transform, retransform. Let's just lean that a little bit like that. Now once again, if it doesn't look realistic and to you you feel that it's not right, just go back to it, you know, go to skew. Once again, just bring down so it looks realistic. I'm the type of person that I always prefer to have more of a realistic look than something that looks fake and you can tell that it's edited. But that's just my opinion, you know. So when I first started doing Photoshop, I did not know, have no clue, no nothing at all, and how to blend or none of that stuff. So yeah, so that doesn't look that bad. Now what you want to do is to make it look realistic. Whatever, go to filter, go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, and set it to around, maybe, let's see, 7 doesn't look that bad, so you can go to 7. And each time that you're doing it, it differs in the edit, so it might not be 7 for you. So, and then what you want to do is just bring down the opacity, about that, and that looks pretty good. That actually looks like a shadow. It actually looks like the reflection of her. So yes, this is just a simple way in how to blend, and I think I'm gonna be done for now. So yeah, once again, these are just simple steps you can take in how to blend and use blending options and all that good stuff. And once again, if you're gonna do an edit, I advise you to take your time. Don't rush it, because if you rush, you'll never get good work. And yeah, I hope you guys can learn something from this, and I hope you guys did learn something from this. And to all my peoples on Facebook and all that, if you guys got questions, you already know what to do. Comment, inbox me, feel free to hit me up. I'm more than willing to work with you and help you out in anything that you need help with. So yeah, once again, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed, and I guess until next time.